Hi there again, Tom Farrell here. Welcome to part two of our series of Welcome to Income Producing Options. In this video, we're going to cover getting advanced degrees to become a professional. Many people these days, because four-year degrees are so commonplace, are getting master's degrees, becoming lawyers, doctors, etc., etc. Now, obviously, we need good lawyers to represent us and good doctors, but again, know what you are getting into up front. First off, there's no guarantee of a job, even with an advanced degree. An MBA is not your ticket to a six-figure income like it used to be 10, 20, or 30 years ago. I remember when my dad started working for GE, General Electric, back in 1958. He was the first person in his entire department with an MBA. When he left GE a decade or so later, he wouldn't even consider hiring someone without one. My, how times have changed. Now having an MBA is commonplace. Many people think becoming a doctor is the answer, and I said Google to see just how much the average doctor earns versus how much it costs to actually become one. As I said, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from becoming a doctor if that's their dream. Lord knows we need good doctors in this day and age. I'm sure there are doctors who love what they do and love their profession, and kudos to them. My hat goes off to them. But here are two real-life examples where it didn't quite work out the way they thought. One of it is my wife's cousin. Now, I'm not going to tell you his name or what type of medicine he specialized in. Suffice to say, he had a thriving practice. The only problem, as he told me, was that his medical malpractice insurance kept increasing year after year, and the cost to run his office kept going up, and he was tired of getting slammed by the insurance companies, either not paying him at all, after he had treated the patient, of course, or taking forever to actually pay him. Meanwhile, he had to pay his staff and all the office expenses, so he was always the last person to be paid. A couple of years ago, he got fed up with all the nonsense and literally closed his practice, sold the building his office was in, and took a teaching position at a local university near where he lived. He had had enough. The other example was last summer. My son was hit by a car while walking home from work one night, crossing a busy street, using the pedestrian walkway with a green light in his favor. The driver of the car didn't see him and felt horrible, obviously. My son is healed up, thank God, and he only broke his ankle in 7 places, when in reality he could have been killed. But my reason for this story is one late afternoon we were seeing one of his surgeons for a follow-up visit, and I asked him, just, keeping conversation going, how's business? Again, just trying to make conversation. His reply was, quote, if I knew what I know now, I would have never gone into this field. I work 7 days a week. If I'm not seeing patients or doing surgery, I'm doing paperwork until 10 p.m. every night and making less than I was 5 years ago. My response was, wow, which was the only thing I could think of. So, if you think that becoming a lawyer or becoming a doctor is the answer, well, again, if that's your burning desire, then that's great. But, never, when I heard that response from the doctor, never in a million years did I expect that answer. So the bottom line in whatever you do is to make sure your eyes are wide open so you know as much as you possibly can know. And even then, as in the case with my son's surgeon, things sometimes just don't pan out the way you expected. So keep your options open, do your due diligence, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.